'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The children nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their head. Mama in a kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, I tore up the shutters and threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. When what to my eyes should appear the miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer, and a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be St. Nick. More rapid than eagles his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called him by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Commandant Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before a wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetops his coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling I heard on a roof a prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they sparkled, his dimples, how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was white as snow. The stump of a pipe he had tight in his teeth, and the smoke encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a round little belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying a finger upon his nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, before he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."